What's going on, guys? Today I have a little activity out in the garage. I got to get my spark plugs removed. Sorry, I have to get my spark plugs removed out of my car. Car started missing the other day under heavy acceleration, so we're gonna pull them out. This isn't really a how-to today. I just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So let's go out. Car's cooling down right now. I just got done driving it, but what you doing, Bradley? What you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Mommy's taking carrots.
Mommy's pulling the carrots?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be yummy?
Yeah.
Do they smell good?
They smell like carrots.
I want to eat them.
You gonna eat them? So yeah, like I said, my car started misfiring the other day. So we're gonna take a peek at it. Look at the spark plugs. It was consistently cylinder 1. So we're gonna be pulling plugs today and see what we can find. In case you haven't done this before, here's a little how-to as well. Well, just so you know, we got to take off our air intake. Intake's got to all come out. They're down in there somewhere, also down here. It's cylinder 1, which, if I remember correctly, is the front. Passenger side should be cylinder 1. We're going to go ahead and start there, pull the plugs out, check them out, see what they look like. We're probably going to end up just replacing all of them today, but that's where we're starting at.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, said sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. It will. Oh, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. You'll find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget that there is a someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son? If you can, if you can.
Okay, so those of you new for the Subaru game, in case you're wondering where your spark plugs are, they are down there. So that's the back coil pack. There's the front one right there. So once we get the air box and everything, and even if you have a factory air box, it's got to come out. There's a bolt that holds it on the left side right there. That'll come out. Same with the back one. Got one right there. Now, if you look, there's a mark on the one coil pack. Actually, it looks like both of them are. Well, here, let me do this. I'll take them out and I'll show you, but their plugs are different colors, and that's important when you're taking them out and putting them back in, because they got to go on the same spot, otherwise they fire in the wrong order. This wasn't supposed to be a repair or how-to video, but it's turning into one, so we'll just roll with it. So let's start with taking the airbox out, and then take snorkel, and that'll just give you a little more room to play. When we get to the other side, I'll show you what that's about. But what we're going to do is pull the coil packs off, set them off to the side, and then we'll get our spark plug wrench and our socket and pull those plugs out. So that's what the coil pack looks like. So it'll sit in there like this. I just have the one out, but the plug for the front is white. If you look at the other one, it's black. White plugs go to the front. Okay? And that's just for the coil packs. The coil packs can be switched, vice versa, but the actual plugs have to go to the right, to the front, or back. That depends, or that matters. So make sure you do that. Alright. So if you want to see how I'm getting these, just get a short socket. It is 12 millimeter. So it fits in there. And then just kind of back it out, obviously. Once you get it cracked loose, it starts flopping around, the coil pack does. Just got to get in there, back it out enough, and then you can pop that plug right off.
Get your lust from the rich man's gold. All that you need now is in your soul.
Next, you're going to use the 5/8 spark plug socket, and we'll pop those plugs out. Alright, I went ahead and took the battery out, which is pretty easy. Just loosen the top bolts, obviously, off the battery, undo the hooks, and then set it on the floor or whatever. Then you just take the washer fluid reservoir bolts out. The top two there, one there, one there. And just unplug it and then slide it up out of the way. And just keep it out of your way because everything's down there again. One there and then one on the other side. Like I said, same rule applies on this side as far as the plugs go. So white plug to the front, and the back one's going to be a black plug. So whenever you're looking at it, front plug is white, back one is a black one is back. So if you follow those rules, you won't run into a problem of plugging them in the wrong spot, because you can't, unlike something with wires or something, you can't cross them because they only reach to one part. So
You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and
there we go, all four out.
Baby, be
if you
a
look at them
simple
closely, you can kind of see it looks like some carbon buildup on all of them.
kind of man.
Some worse than others. What we're going to do is take, these are champions, so we're going to take them out, put NGKs in. I I don't know if these are platinum or not. I would think they are, but not positive. But we're gonna put in some NGKs, so put those in, take her for a run. Hopefully she quits missing, and get back to boosting with the best. And black to the back. Sorry about that. It's a little snug in there. I'm trying to get a decent shot for you to see it, but yeah, so we're plugged in there. Doop. And plugged in there. Doop. I've already checked, made sure all the bolts are tight. So we'll set the battery back in. Where's my plug at? Hope I didn't set the battery on it. That would suck. Oh well, here they are. So we're gonna use the green one. I don't actually know why there's two of these. I don't even know if they both have power. Sorry. But the green one's the one that it uses. So. Again, don't know why there's two, but there is. Okay, so we got all that on. Now, what I'm gonna do, just for testing purposes, because if it starts missing again, probably gonna go back into it, but we're gonna put the snorkel and the filter on, run it, and then see if we have a problem. If we don't, now, you know what? Have it. We're putting everything back together.
And nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want from you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? So baby, be a simple man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? could be the worst one yet. I just won't relax, I can't catch my breath. 'Cause I'm sick and tired of you'll be fine. Well, how do you know? Can you read minds? So take it while you can, so you can meet the mess. My insanity is what you...
See, that's the last one. It's there, but it's not quite lined up.
So everyone will know in the end we were never friends.
Beautiful.
Have you ever felt lost inside?
That was actually the easiest I've ever done that. And the fastest. And I did it with one hand, so it's a win for today. It's really a lot raining right now. Alright. I'll put the snorkel on here in a minute. What I'm going to do with you guys is plug you in, get you all charged up, because I'm not going for a test drive real quick right yet, so I'll let the batteries charge so we can do some in-car stuff, so see you in a minute. Alright, so we're in the car, going for a drive now. Just drove it around for a couple minutes, real easy, just making sure we have nothing loose or anything like that, no constant misfire. So car's drives normal like it was before. Like I said, the biggest thing it had was it was missing when I would accelerate with some force, if I gave it some full throttle, stuff like that. So we will make a turn here and see what she does. Spin you around. Alright, here we go. Oh, still does it. Damn. Doesn't sound like a misfire. Still doing it. I don't know if you could hear it. It's really weird sound. Didn't throw a check engine light yet, but if I do it enough, it'll actually throw a light. It shows a misfire on cylinder 1, or detected misfire, like a P0301, I think is what the code is. Didn't throw it that time. It sounds to me like an air problem. Only thing is the boost is building, put 16 pounds right there. It just doesn't give it to you. The other thing I thought it might be is an injector being kind of finicky. Could be something with an injector now. The only reason I think that as well is sometimes when I start off, I noticed yesterday it was kind of bogging a little. Because I'd rather it throw the code and see if it throws the code and tells me same cylinder. Okay, I know where to look. Because I moved the coil pack, replaced the spark plugs. I replaced the spark plugs. If I've taken them out, and they had 18,000 miles on them. That's a little low still, but you pop them out, they didn't look great, so I put new ones in. But I also sorry, I've lost my train of thought there. I put the new ones in, so I moved the coil packs and all that, so if it is still on the same cylinder, that's going to tell me it's got to be either a compression problem, which I could have checked while I had the plugs out, but I didn't. Or it could be a fuel injector. I don't want either of those. Both of those are expensive. One's more than the other, so if I had to pick my poison, I would guess I would pick the injector, but see, there's no problem that time. Now the second, there it is. Jumps cylinders and goes to this guy here, which I'm not sure if that's, I don't know if they do it 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 2. That I can't remember. I would have to read that on that, check on that. But if it jumped a cylinder, and if it jumped to this cylinder, then we're gonna go with the coil pack being a funky problem. I'll look to get a coil pack for it. Oh, cylinder 3 misfire. Yep, alright, coil pack. Because I'm pretty sure that's the, well, damn. Yay, but damn. They're expensive. I gotta see what one of those costs. I can play with it, see if I can get it to fit in there a little better, but... So yeah, P0303. It was P0301 before, which was cylinder 1. Now it's cylinder 3. Good news and bad news. Good news is it looks like we found it. Bad news is we found it and it's not a spark plug. Well, anyways, the other good news is that the car's still drivable. I can, like I said, I can drive it normal. And there's no problem whatsoever. Is it better? Yeah, the car's still broken, Bradley. You're too hot. The even nicer thing is I think it's, since it's cylinder 3, which I believe again is this side. Now, if it's not that, I've got to double check at home. When I get back online, I'll check. But I believe it's, so from the front, right, you'll go 1, 3, and then it's 2 and 4. I may be wrong. You can correct me if I am, but I believe that's how they are. So I have to go. I moved the coil pack from 1 to 3, if that's correct. So I moved it from the front one to the back one on the same side, and if the issue followed. And the gaps are all the same on all the spark plugs, so it's not a spark plug. It could be loose when I put it back in. Doubt it. They're pretty straightforward. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna lean. I'll have to. Alright. So hopefully in the next day or so, I'll get the part. We'll put it on and get this thing fixed and rolling again. So once again, you'll see me in just a minute. Alright, so we're back. I did get a new ignition coil. So I was right, by the way. The cylinder pattern is going to be front right is 1 and 3. So 1, 3, and then 2, 4. That was right. So the problem did follow the coil pack. I was able to get one like 80% off. So it came out to like 30 bucks, I think, off of 1A Auto. But this one does have a couple issues. Now I was looking online, if you see kind of where that split right here. Somebody was saying that might be the cause of the problem when those start to come apart. So if you ever take your coil packs off to do like spark plugs, inspect those. If you see those, you'll see like they're a bunch of little discs almost, or little plates. If you see them starting to split, it might be a good idea to consider switching those out while you have it off anyways. So we'll take it for a quick spin. Hopefully the camera stays on long enough to do this, but battery's a little low. Take it for a quick spin. The car is actually already warm, so don't yell at me when I get on it. Definitely not missing anymore. So that was a problem, which is nice. I had a slight thought that it might be the injector, just because they're remanufactured. So that was kind of, I was thinking maybe I got a bad one or something. But luckily it was just a coil pack. So yeah, tell me what you think. Again, leave a like down below, comment. I try to make videos on the car whenever I do anything. Just got to get money for parts and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to do another one here shortly, but I don't really have any game plans right now on parts and installs. So if you guys want to leave information down below on what you think I should do next, or what you've done to your cars, if any of you super guys are out there. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Well, I'll